there, welcome to my weekly messages. I'm Jelaila Star. Today the topic is the unprecedented wealth opportunities and thinking outside the box. And you have to do that to be able to take advantage of them. I wanted to talk about this because a couple of weeks ago I mentioned it in my perspective on 2012, and I got a number of emails asking me what those opportunities were. Well, my initial thought was, oh no, I can't tell anybody because they'll blame me if they get involved and, they do it incorrectly and they end up, not where they want to be. And I really don't want to take that on. But in the week since I've asked for guidance, and I feel very strongly that I need to just put some information out here for you. And you can either take it or leave it. But at least I will have done my job. Now, before I share that with you, let me just say that these opportunities are not really known to the average person. The global elite know about these, and believe me, many of them are taking advantage of them. Another interesting thing is a lot of these opportunities are coming to us from members of the global elite who are defecting from the families. And amongst those are the younger generation of these families that realize that we cannot move forward. I think they're all like starseeds, because they get that unity consciousness. They get it. We all have to move forward together. They cannot continue to try to control the world, for another generation because things are changing. So they are sharing a lot of opportunities that only go to the global elite that are not known to the common person, or at least most of them until recently. So here's a couple of things to think about. There is a big transfer of wealth that's about to happen in the economic sector, obviously, and it's global. And it is being caused as a result, in part, of the change from fiat currency to asset-based currencies. And so the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, has made a new standard saying that the value of a nation's currency is now going to be based on their assets and their resources, including their technological resources. So as a result of that, many nations are revaluing their currencies because of the amount of natural resources and technological resources that they have. Within those currencies, and this is usually something that only a select few are allowed to get involved in, currency investment. But because of a presidential order, the common person can get involved in this asset revalue, this currency revaluing. So this is unprecedented for the average person. Two currencies to look at are going to be the Vietnamese dong and the Iraqi dinar. Now, as you know, Iraq we went in and invaded Iraq over 10 years ago, and at the time when a country goes into a situation like that, their currency is basically destroyed. So they went from $3.22 to the $3.22 dinar, which is their Iraqi dollar, to 1,176 dinar to the US dollar. Well, very quickly, along with the other 194 currencies now up for revaluing, they're going to revalue. And their country just completed a 7-year study and found that they have more oil under their surface, underground, than just about any other country in the Middle East, making them one of the richest countries in the Middle East. So they're going to go through an unprecedented revaluing. So as a result, even if they go to reinstatement, which is very quickly, because to be a sovereign nation, which they have now been declared by President Obama on national TV here in the United States and around the world, we've all been seeing, they have to have a revalued currency. So even if it is reinstated, it would go back to $3.22. Right now you can buy for about pretty much 10 cents on the dollar. So if you get involved in Iraqi, just buy $100 of Iraqi dinar, you could easily make $300,000. So, you do the math. There are legitimate places where you can buy dinar, and Iraqi Dawn. And I can give you 2 of those sources. I'll add it to the weekly message. So if you are only getting this on YouTube, you're going to want to go and get my written version of the weekly message, which you can access through my homepage. You can also access it through the mailing list. If you're not on my mailing list, which gives you my weekly message, you might want to subscribe to that. That is of no charge. I mean, it's no charge at all. So look at those 2 things. The other thing is that you get involved in a investment group. By the way, this is newbie. He was on last week, but he decided he wanted to be my bud. He represents abundance for me because owning an Italian Greyhound in a cold climate is an investment. Really. Don't let me. No, I'm not going there. We still love you. Yeah. Okay. So I will give you links to places to go. One is the Global Information Network, which is run by and started by members of the global elite who have defected and are now working toward the betterment of humanity. And it's usually mostly the younger generation, which I think many of them are star-seeded for that purpose. And then the other one that I highly recommend is the Elevation Group, which is started by an average person who got involved in investing and learned a few things. And he understands the cycle of a nation's currency, and which is basically a 2,400-year cycle. And I'll let him explain all that to you. But anyway, check out those 2 places and see about possibly getting involved in an investment group, because if you get involved in this revalue and you end up with a lot of money, you got to learn how to take care of it and grow it. So those are 2 things that I came across that I have invested time and energy and resources into. So that's it. That's my information on the unprecedented wealth transfer, and I think it's one of my rewards because I was told I would have this kind of reward. And to become prosperous, to move into the new reality. And, to ascend, it's not just so much about spiritual. It's about you have to ascend and shift all your beliefs. And if you want to become prosperous, you got to think like a prosperous person. So getting involved in these groups help you to start to think that way and give you the support to do it as well. So anyway, that's it for today. And I hope you have a great week. And if you, maybe I'll see you in one of these groups. Okay. Take care and talk to you soon.